Yeah, I mean, as Dave Ramsey says, if you don't risk it, you don't get the biscuit, you know? He doesn't say that.
What key are we in, G?
I mean, it's fair to be panicked, right?
Yeah. I am to an extent.
To what
it just
extent?
goes up and down. It's like if I'm looking at Twitter, I'm panicked. If I'm not, I'm fine.
Yeah. I was talking to my former boss, current friend, forever friend, Chris Frank, and he was telling me that now we all just have good, he said, good minutes and bad minutes.
Yeah.
Which I thought that's a perfect way to describe like the times, because some moments I'm like, some minutes I'm like, oh yeah, the world's great, and then other minutes I'm like, oh, the world's ending.
Yeah. Or like, oh, this is gonna be fine, or oh, we're gonna be locked in our houses till November.
Yeah. Is that the new date?
No, I just made that up.
Oh. Dude, so I was talking to somebody, his wife is a nurse, so I really trusted his judgment, and he was like, some people are saying 18 months, and I've never been more mad at somebody for telling me news.
Yeah.
Like, the news was fun. It was just like hearing it. Like, I would have much rather heard it from like an app or something than like somebody that I know to be like, yeah, it could be a year and a half.
I've been holding off on VR as like a last resort.
Let's do intros.
Oh yeah.
I'm Shama, and man, I go to the chiropractor once a month. That's where I'm at. I'm in maintenance mode. I'm 28.
I guess you have to be.
That's it.
I'm definitely not in maintenance mode right now. Well, you know what? I have been hitting. My name's PD, and I've been hitting my exercise bike.
Oh wow!
My stationary bike that I bought like a year ago and never used. I put 50 miles on it in the past like 4 days.
Yeah, dang, that's good. Are you? Does it have like the meters and stuff? Yeah. Okay. Did you buy it yourself? Or?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Wow.
That was an impulse. I was working, and I just thought I should buy an exercise bike. So I went into like an empty room and bought one on Amazon, and then just continued working.
Oh man, I used to do that all the time when we worked at Papa John's. I would stay. Like if I made enough tips in a day, I would just go to the bathroom, live on Amazon, and just
really
buy my cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like if I hit a threshold that was like, I mean, terrible, for your finances, but I was like, I've earned it. I've made $50 in the past 2 hours. I'm gonna spend $50 in the past 2 hours digitally.
I got yelled at in a Walmart. Well, not really yelled at. I just got like, me and Lauren. So as it turns out, you're not supposed to be like coupley in public anymore.
Oh, because of the.
I was just holding her hand walking through Walmart.
Oh,
as
it wasn't
you
even
do.
that bad. I thought
No.
for some odd reason when you said coupley, I was like, oh. So y'all were holding hands?
Yeah, I walking in Walmart, and then some old guy's like, "Are you spreading germs?" I was like, "Not that I know of. I don't know. Maybe." I just kept walking, and then somebody else looked at us and went 6 feet.
Well, I thought the 6 feet was for like strangers. Like if you
That's what I thought too. I was like, I'm gonna go get in the car with her. Like, what am I gonna do?
They made it sound like you were holding hands with just some random chick you met at Walmart. I like the idea of yelling 6 feet.
Yeah, and then like putting her in the trunk.
That's the most passive aggressive way of just kind of like, just a being of the times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Did they stop? Like, did the old guy like stop and tell you 6 feet, or was it like, oh,
he did.
Oh wow,
He was wearing a mask, so
he was.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Which I've started. I don't wear a mask. I wear a bandana.
Okay, so first of all, I feel like we all need to be on the same page about are bandanas a solution? Like, are cloth masks the solution?
I don't know.
Because I feel like the CDC or whatever was like, cloth masks don't do anything. Now they were like, please wear a cloth mask.
I thought it was like the regular masks that hospital workers wear were the ones that they were telling you not to wear. But the hospital workers are wearing them. Then why won't you? I don't know. I don't get it.
Me neither, man. I'm ready for all this to be over with, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm telling everybody.
I think we've got like another month at least or two.
Man, I don't know. Oh, so I will say this. You and I were in a studio session the other day, and my phone went off with this very loud app notification, and I informed you that it is I was like, oh, that's the Fox News app. Well, hold up, before you cancel me. I was like, yo, that's the Fox News app. But I've also got the CNN app, so I'm unbiased, and I used the word unbiased.
And I was like, oh, you get like on like the very ends of the spectrum of biased, and you're like, I'm gonna like read both, have like meet in the middle, and then
I don't know, man. I don't really know that. I still have them.
I get all my news from Reddit. That's
Reddit
and Twitter, which I'm
do you
not
trust
gonna,
it though? Like, do you trust it?
I like Reddit. That's the so I just go with it.
I don't know, man. I really don't know how to take in news anymore. I'm not even enjoying the CNN or the Fox News app.
You're not enjoying
I'm not enjoying either of them, no.
You're not 60 yet. That's why.
Is it 60s when you got to like pick and you're like, I'm a Fox News man. Mm-hmm. I'm a CNN gal. And that's what they refer to themselves as.
So I know about TV ratings just because ever since AEW and NXT started going head to head, all the wrestling fans want to like overthink all the TV ratings every single week. They post how much and all the key demos and all they get way too in depth with it.
What? Yeah.
So, but what I've seen is the news channels, everything has just gone up dramatically. It's like ridiculous. They're crushing the ratings right now. And wrestling is like falling off the ladder. Which is wrestling not important right now? Like, I guess not.
I don't know, man. I don't know if people are in like a happy. I mean, I don't know. People watch Tiger King, so maybe people are in like a watching something mood.
Watching wrestling just bums me out now, actually.
Does it?
Because it's in an empty arena, and I'm like, that's just a constant reminder of the current situation.
Do they even have like background noise or anything?
Yeah. What they've done is they put like people who aren't that popular or like just like local talent people in the audience and have them just make noise. Yeah.
What? So is it like 12 people or is it like how many people?
I don't even know how many. It's probably like 10 people.
They have decades of like sound effects. They could have at least added like
yeah. That would have been weird though.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
My favorite thing right now though is all the people who are like, well, there are two different theories. They're kind of the same. One is that God is doing this, and then the other is that the earth is doing this. And my favorite is that the earth is doing this because that one's like particularly funny to me. The idea that the earth is just like, I'm out for revenge. Like, I'm lashing out. Virus.
Man, the funny thing is I follow like the SC emergency whatever on Facebook, some page. And they announced the other day. I mean, they put up like a notification. It was like, hey, like a nice graphic, logo post or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were like, tornado warning for South Carolina, Sunday evening and Monday morning. And all the comments were like, one disaster at a time, please.
Yeah.
All the comments were like mad at them. Like they were literally like, hey, like even they were responding back. Like the person, poor admin was like, please just be careful. There's a tornado. We know there are other things going on, but here's another potential emergency.
I saw a tweet. Somebody's like, allergy season needed to read the room.
Yo, that's true, man. I think I was more, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I'll say it, but I was really mad I think I was more mad at pollen than I was coronavirus. Yeah. I wonder if it's because it's something if coronavirus left a sticky like not a sticky but like a powdery layer on my car, I'd be mad too. But just the fact that pollen is visible and I'm sneezing and whatever, then I'm like, I hate you.
It'd be helpful if coronavirus was visible.
Visible. You wouldn't get yelled at Walmart. Yeah. That's so funny. What have you been up to?
Just biking, watching Community, eating is another big one.
Yeah.
It's Easter, so did a lot of eating.
They were filming this on Easter Sunday, but it'll be out.
Yeah, later probably. Yeah. Are we gonna acknowledge this is on video too?
Yeah. Oh, also this is available on video. We finally got our crap together.
Yeah. Now people can see like how little preparation I do before I leave the house. Like what is this? It's like I'm not wearing matching socks.
Okay, he's not wearing matching socks.
Goes up,
but he's also wearing church
and
black
slide-on shoes and shorts.
Slide-on black shoes, no laces or Velcro, and mismatched socks.
They're not even the same length.
You
Are
look
they?
like
Could they come up to? No, they don't.
you look like when what is it? Like when a 3-year-old decides to dress themselves.
Yeah.
And they come out proud because they're like, look, mommy.
I have this theory
you look
that
like.
every single woman, without fail, every woman in my life or that I consult on this issue disagrees with me on this, is that everything matches if you have confidence.
They call it, so there's a term for that. It's called color blocking.
No.
Somebody explained that to me. It's where you can either dress in what matches or you dress in what mismatches, and it matches because all the colors are like, mismatched and like joined together.
I say, like, if I decide that it matches, it matches.
Dude, so yeah, I know. It's a difficult area. I've gotten really well. I'm also red-green colorblind for people who don't know. And I really have trouble with like hues. So I would dress in what I think is like all black or something.
Yeah.
In the past, and somebody be like, man, you were close. I remember this girl we went to church with together one time told me that you were really close.
Yeah.
You got like the black shirt and the dark, she's like dark red pants. And I'm like, dark red, are these dark red pants? And they were the whole time. I didn't even know.
And
So,
now it's like, now that we're on
know.
video, it's going to look especially bad if I ever check my phone. Like, I can't just do this.
Yeah, that's what people don't know is like you spend a majority of I'm making it sound bad. No, it's research. It's research.
Yeah.
It's part
Or,
of the show.
or if I get a text and I'm curious, I'll just give it a peek. But like, I don't think I can do that anymore.
Yeah.
Now I'm being held accountable by camera.
Absolutely.
And sorry
you
to
know
the
what?
audio people who are the majority of the listeners who are hearing us acknowledge a camera.
But this is good. Once again, we're just going to talk to the viewers.
Yeah.
This is my office.
Mm-hmm.
We've recorded in here before, but
Yeah.
a lot's changed since the last time we put up a video.
I'm happy with my headphone mullet. It's like back where I like it. It's like the length that I...
Did you say your headphone mullet?
Yeah.
Is this the mullet specifically designed to wearing a headphone?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. This is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we were going to talk about a lot of things. We'll just kind of go with it.
Mm-hmm. What would you want to talk about? Kenneth Copeland for an hour?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Has all that stuff gone down since the last time that we recorded a podcast?
Okay, so I do know what I wanted to talk about. No, I think it started, but there's something that needs to be said about, like, I like when this is gonna sound so bad. Well, not bad, just a little off, but I just don't like when people get too spiritual about things.
Mm.
But then I know that spirituality is a part of everything. But like, yeah, you were talking about like
you
God
yelling.
I mean, I don't even know if it's yelling. I think it's just like the context of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would say that my father-in-law is a very spiritual man. He's on the show before, the one about Pepsi.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
He didn't yell once.
No, he didn't yell. The way he communicates, the context of a lot of things he communicates to me is
He communicates like an adult.
like an adult.
Yeah.
Very, very well. So even, if there is like a correlation between, like the times and, this pandemic or whatever with the year, he'll bring it up and it always makes sense. But I feel like there's just so many people who are like, I mean, what is it? There was like a Catholic priest who was like, homosexuality is the reason why COVID-19 happened.
And then he
got COVID-19 and people were like, sir?
You just outed yourself.
Sir. That's one of the worst things to go on the record. Because now he's on the record twice. And I'm waiting for the third time when he's got to be like, sorry. No, this isn't a reflection of who I am as a person.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Is spirituality like, okay, well, there are the people, there's the camp that's like, I was going to go to Walmart, but I felt like the Lord was telling me to go to Target. And then when I was at Target, a lady in front of me was checking out, didn't have enough money, and she was crying, and I paid for all, you know what I mean? When people get into that and they're like, and therefore, every time I want to go to the store, I pray before I go to the store that God would lead me. And I'm like, yes, that's great. But it's also okay to just go to the store, dog. Like,
yeah,
it's okay. You're on vacation. You want to go somewhere closer. I don't know if you need to
you think
make
God
the
was
detour.
Like, that was a one-time thing. You can stop asking.
But people make it sound like, like they just live their lives in a...
Yeah.
Same thing with the COVID-19 stuff. Like, I don't know.
What's
I think
good
there
about
are...
Kenneth, though, is like now, let's say that like my PS4 is not working, and I need to like go up to it, and before I blow on the part that like that has the video games in, I go, I blow. So pick up a dandelion.
We gotta. Do we want to pull up the video?
Yeah, we could.
Okay, it's type it in, man. You're a much better searcher than I am. But basically, do you want to know? Okay, here's the craziest part. I didn't bring this up to you, but I brought it up to Grace when I was talking to her a couple of days ago. Do you know Kenneth Copeland's net worth?
I think you mentioned it in our studio session.
It is $760 million.
Yeah.
$760 million. Did I mention that on a podcast already, or were we just chatting?
I think we were just chatting.
Oh, yeah, we were in the studio.
Yeah.
We were at
because we were also talking about Kenneth Copeland that day.
Yeah.
And been thinking about Kenny a lot.
And $60 million. That's like, wait, I mean, that's too much money.
Yeah.
That's too much. Like, you're close to a Billy, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Dude, you know what needs to come next is Kenny G and Kenny C.
Like a collab.
Yeah, a whole EP.
If he was like, first of all, did Kanye West play, what is it called? Lakewood today?
Did he?
I heard
Today?
there was like a thing that he was going to be on Lakewood's
Empty
like live
Arena,
stream.
Lakewood?
Yeah, Empty Arena. Hosted by J.O., baby. Okay, play the video real quick.
All right. Wait, where's the audio?
Just play it on your microphone.
Yeah. So wait, the title for this, and I looked for the comments immediately. Comments are disabled, of course.
But is this like on his?
Yeah, this is Kenneth Copeland Ministries.
Wait a second. So this is it was a piece of like a sermon. So they cut down the prayer and uploaded the prayer, thinking that the universe wouldn't roast him.
Well, I mean, he got the 700,000 views for it. So
but he also disabled the likes and the dislikes. I bet you because that junk was like, that junk was off.
Judgment right now.
Because we have
my bad. I got the speed on way too fast, man. I don't go through videos. It's just up in there.
Wait, can I max out the speed and we listen to it that way?
No. Then it just sounds like, what is it called? It just sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Standing in the office of the prophet of God, I execute judgment on you, COVID-19. I execute judgment on you, Satan, you destroyer, you killer. You get out, we break your power, you get off this nation. I demand judgment on you. I demand.
Okay, hold on.
Pausing.
So, you've been in services where that's happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's fine, right? It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about seeing it on YouTube that it's just in video context. It's just like, what's going on?
It doesn't help that he looks like a demon or like a gargoyle. Get more specific.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like I believe the power of I believe in all of that. But the context of just him, just an old dude who looks kind of a little crusty and, is just like, COVID, I got demand. And you're like,
it doesn't help
what's going on, man? What are you doing?
His comments about everybody continuing to give him money. And don't you dare not.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about like, don't you dare stop giving.
Yes. So now I would like to play the same clip at 2 times the speed.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
I execute judgment on you, COVID-19. I execute judgment on you, Satan, you destroyer, you killer. You get out, we break your power, you get off this nation. I demand judgment on you. I demand.
That's Kenneth Copeland on coke.
Oh, man.
Well, who's to say that the original isn't on coke?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you even want to get to the part? I mean, have people seen it by now?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So long story short, my man's blue. my man's blue coronavirus away.
Corona-19. Hey, that's a new. I've never heard that. That's a new one. Here's your phone back, sir.
I know, man. I don't know. But dude, I don't know. See, the only thing is that if you come out with something like that, like okay, I think prayers, we all know as Christians that God doesn't answer every prayer, right? Right? Come on.
Unless you demand.
But if you go on the record like this, then it's kind of like God has to answer your prayers now, or you look kind of dumb. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Not dumb, but I think the context of it is like, okay, dude, remember when you blew away the COVID-19 like last Thursday? Like, what's up?
That's new.
More people died.
I've never seen that before. Like the blowing away of a tragedy.
Yeah. Man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Was it because it's in the air? Is that why?
I don't know. I don't know. And also, like, the video, if you watch it on normal speed, you can tell there's a little pause before, and he just goes, it's like a panic. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. It's just as much as like, just like a...
Well, it's like when you start a sentence.
You get worked up.
And then you're like, oh, I have to finish this sentence.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what happened to him just then. And he was like, okay, I COVID-19? God. And everybody was like, and then the best part is that there's people behind him who are like also like, you know, yelling it out, and they're like, we blow on you, and he's like, we blow on, you know what I mean? I thought that was so funny.
And I you know, it's probably, that's the worst thing you could do at a group of people is exhale.
Yeah.
It's like forcefully.
I think the people have been doing these edits of like, I don't know, like these world leaders and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't want to name a country, but, you know, they'll be doing like their COVID-19 task force briefing or whatever, press conference. And it'll be like, you know, 10, 15 people on the stage. Even the U.S. government has done it, like at the White House. And they'll just be shaking hands and like patting each other's shoulders. And somebody did this edit where they like zoomed in on every time people made contact. And it didn't look good. Well, yeah, like I think with the times it didn't look good.
But I think it was Ben Carson who, like, the first thing he did was tap the microphone.
Oh, yeah. They were like adjusting the microphone too.
Yeah.
But I think that thing is like, okay, so I think we've all had to like basically relearn, however old you are. Okay. I've had to unlearn 28 years of socializing.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden now in public, you know, like we're tapping elbows. And, you know, I love like patting people's backs or whatever when we're talking. You know, all of a sudden you just can't. We just got to like look. You know, just hello. It's very weird.
I mean, I'm fine with never having to shake anybody's hand again, personally, but
man, you're not black, dude. You never have you ever dapped somebody up really good? Like the when you, I don't know, man. That's a way of life, man.
Yeah.
You can't take that from me. Yeah,
that is true. I just mean like the weird, like, I'm going to squeeze your hand really hard to prove I'm masculine thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little squeeze to prove how much of a man I am.
Do people do that?
Yeah.
Like where?
That's a white thing.
Yeah, people have done that to me too.
I don't know.
Why
Like
is that a thing?
40-year-old
Why is that a thing?
dads, that's their thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, but then also people make it sound like, you know, you go to a job interview and you give a firm handshake.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I really don't think I'm gonna get a job because somebody was like, that. Shama had a good handshake.
Yeah, he came in, he squeezed my hand forcefully.
He broke all my fingers. He's hired on the spot. I'm calling you from my left hand because my right hand decimated.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. People make it sound like, you know, stuff like that has influence, but I don't know. Cultural norms, man.
Yeah.
Especially, I think the funniest thing is that, you know, all those people in the press conferences, like, they're all wearing suits. Like, you don't just wave at somebody in a suit to come over. You know, you're like, you know, give them the left hand of instruction, like, come forth, and then you shake their hand real firmly, and that kind of signifies like a power transition, like you're up, buddy. Well, now there's not that.
Well, what do we do now? What's I've heard, you know, the elbow thing, awkward, very awkward. Bowing feels racist.
I'm not gonna like, that's kind of, it's like superior. Who's superior? Like, who bows first? That's the thing. Who initiates? Then there's like,
well, you go 1, 2, 3, bow.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like a pop breaker, rock paper scissors type situation.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I guess, but I've heard, like, what was it? Dr. Fauci said that we might never.
Is it Fauci? I've heard Fauci.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You just questioned me now. I'm like, I said it real confidently. If you wouldn't have said anything, I would have looked right.
I've heard both. I've been wondering for a few days.
I've heard Fauci.
Yeah.
I feel like he's French. Is he
I've also
Italian?
heard Fossey.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I thought he's Italian, yeah. So it must be Fauci. You know, fettuccine. That's like 2 C's, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe. We're wrong.
See, this is why we're on our phones.
No matter what we choose, we're
no matter
wrong.
what we say. You're like, I don't know. He's probably not even Italian.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wanted to talk about one thing though. Like, I got in some hot water on the old social media this past week.
Really? Facebook?
Yeah. Well, you read my views on Dave Ramsey?
Oh, yeah.
How much do you know about Dave Ramsey?
I just get annoyed by him and his followers. It's
Okay.
not so much him. I guess. Well, he's just like really smug.
Dude, he is.
I know. I used to listen to his radio show.
You did?
Yeah, because my dad would listen to it. So I listened to whatever my dad listened to in the car as a kid, and it was like the dumbest people in the world calling him like, "So I'm $15,000 in debt, and I've been in debt, and I just bought a motorcycle." And it's always those people.
I'm gonna read my so for some odd reason at 9 p.m. this past Thursday, I just put on Facebook and Twitter how all the Dave Ramsey followers doing right now. Because Dave Ramsey's big thing of like, financial security and peace is like
Financial Peace University.
Yeah, financial boo is first of all, you save $1,000 emergency fund, and then you have a 6-month basically salary, whatever, like a 6-month fund budget thing saved up to cover you just in case something happens. And so when I posted that on Facebook immediately, dude, like it's got a bunch of people commented who were huge Dave Ramsey followers.
Well, you're probably friends with a ton of Ramsey disciples.
Yeah, I realized that. And I just didn't know that they would come out the woodwork. They just really came out the bushes on me, and they were like, better than I deserve. Yeah. There was like a couple better than I guess, like that's what he says all the time. So people were like, better than I deserve. Really? And I was like,
so they're just shouting his catchphrases at you.
Yeah. And so after that, I was like, okay, well,
you're just gonna like go on a tear.
Yeah, went on a little. So I posted again. If you look in a mirror, close your eyes and whisper Dave Ramsey 3 times, 58 of his followers will magically appear and tell you how great his program is. And that didn't get too much. People didn't like that because people were like, yeah, that's pretty much true. Because I'm like, dude, I swear, I had another joke, but I couldn't work it out as like, if a tree falls in a forest. But then I was like, well, I don't know how to finish that. But yeah, Dave Ramsey has this like cult-like following of people.
Yeah.
Who are like, have you heard about Dave Ramsey? We're out of debt. And you're like, cool, like that's fine. But, people have this like affinity, just like a...
What is it about fat bald guys like Buddha and Dave Ramsey and Shaq?
Oh my gosh! Like the influence they have.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Steve Harvey. People just listen to it.
Oh, so Lauren, she was doing her business math class at my house, and she's like, maybe you should watch it so you won't be broke. And it's like, you've been doing this for weeks and you're broke. Like, you can't hit me like that.
So Dave Ramsey's big thing, I want to set this up before I read my next tweet, is Dave Ramsey's like, okay, once you do like 9, 12, I don't know how many of his steps. I've done the class, by the way. I've done FPU. I've done it in college. So I know all the things. I've done FPU.
Yeah.
And so... his big thing is like, if you invest money in like a mutual fund or whatever that gets 12% interest or something like that, if you start, when you're like 20, you will be a millionaire by like 50, 55 or 60 or something.
Yeah.
So, I posted.
This is my favorite one.
Dave Ramsey got y'all's life goals to be geriatric millionaires in nursing homes. And that got some people were commenting like, it's not about being a millionaire, it's about being financially secure and leaving something for my kids. And I don't know, man. Stuff like that just doesn't sit pretty. Like somebody else commented, they were like, Dave Ramsey's the reason why I'm debt free. And I'm like, actually, God's blessings are the reason why you're debt free. Anything could have happened along the way. You just managed to create a plan and stuck to it. And by the grace of God and your planning and the circumstances, you were able to accomplish that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dave Ramsey, isn't part of his spiel, his story is like, I had a bunch of money, I lost it, then I got it again. I want to know what the detour was. I mean, his disciples probably no. It's probably in It's probably in the 4th book of the Dave Ramsey Bible.
There's a mirror right there. Just say Dave Ramsey 3 times. Close your eyes and whisper 3 times. They'll just appear.
Geriatric millionaires. I want someone to make that show. Just like them feuding with each other on their laptops in their.
So here's one thing. That I will say, that the main thing about geriatric millionaires is that. So I thought about that. Like, I've known, and this is what's so funny, is this is the bamboozle that I didn't put up on Facebook because I just want people to just hate me. Is I follow Dave Ramsey principles. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, we save money. We do the 6-month thing where, we live within our means. We only have one car. It's a Prius. Like, I'm probably doing better, not financially, but, budget wise than a lot of people. But I think it's just like the mentality, the Dave mentality is what I'm so anti. And then another thing is that, is
it just because he's smug?
I think it's because he's smug, and then I don't know, man. When somebody's over quoted, there's just something about it that's kind of like,
now he's like a cult figure, and it's kind of weird,
right? Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, we get it, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, people attribute so much to him and what he's done, which is cool. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I was able to aggressively pay off all my debts in 3 years, and you're like, and people say because of Dave, and I'm like, dude, really? You're gonna Dave didn't deliver pizza as a 3rd job like you did. He told you about it, but I don't know. It is a lot of his advice is the whole it's like advising people who just bought 2 motorcycles.
Yeah, well, his radio show, it was always the dumbest of the dumb.
Yeah,
it's we don't have any money, but we're having a baby.
And we both make our combined salary is $150,000 a year. And they're like, you're stupid. Sell your house, get into a smaller house.
What are you doing?
Yeah, stuff like that. And people are like, yeah. And then people do the debt-free screams or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You haven't heard about this?
That's news to me.
Oh, buddy. You've never heard about this.
It's I'm debt-free.
Oh, my God.
I blow!
It's the same thing. It's I gotta pull this up. So
that's so weird.
You go
to I don't like that.
Debt-free scream.
What?
You go to a Dave Ramsey conference.
So then, if you're debt-free, you get to scream?
Yeah. You get to scream that you're debt-free.
I thought it was okay.
In the lobby of Ramsey.
Hold on, man. We got.
It's on the 2.0 speed. Sorry.
Okay, let me see.
Is with us. Hey, Victoria, how are you?
Hey, Dave, I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. Welcome.
No.
Good to have you.
What do you did it?
There it is. There it is. See, that's fine. Okay,
I'm gonna come up with a catchphrase. I'm gonna say it at the beginning of every single podcast for the rest of the time. I'll be like, "What's up, Petey? I'm just cruising along." I don't know.
Then people who like you be like, "I'm just cruising along." I don't know. Start giving money advice and be like, I'm cruising.
Where do you live?
I am from Madison, Wisconsin.
Very cool. Well,
of course.
Wait, or mine will be more realistic.
Of course.
You'll ask me how I'm doing. I'll be like, could be better.
You sound like a professor at my school who never gave 100s. He'd only do 99s because everyone has room for improvement.
Are you serious?
Rest in peace. Yeah. Refuse to give 100s.
If I made a perfect score and he refused to give me the extra point, I would lose my mind.
Yeah. So it actually really kind of messed people up because they couldn't get a 4.0 because they would only get 99s just in his class. Did
anyone complain about him?
Oh, tons of people did.
Yeah. Wow.
But then people came to find out that he actually had the top GPA in the school. We found out in a library in a old I don't know what is it? What are those books?
So he's trying to keep everyone down.
So that's what people found out 2 years in. We were like, wait a minute, he's legit just scamming.
He wants his record.
Yeah, dude.
This is like if Kobe kneecapped LeBron the day before.
That was his thing.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Man. Oh, dude. Okay, so let's go this on. Okay, so wait a second.
Cool. Welcome to Nashville, and
Thank
here
you.
to do your debt-free scream in person.
I am.
What made you decide to come all the way to Nashville to do that?
Well, in May of 2014, I had graduated from college and had got myself into a lot of student debt. student loan debt, and I wanted to come down here because I'm extremely proud of the debt that I've paid off, and the goals that I've put together, and I'm just excited to be here, and I wanted to share with everyone what I've done.
It's an excuse to come to Nashville.
It's an excuse, absolutely.
So how much have you paid off?
I paid off $65,000.
Way to go. Awesome. And how long did that take you?
18 months.
Whoa. And your range of income during that time?
I started out at $70,000 and ended at just a little over $100,000.
Way to go. And what do you do for a living?
And there it is.
Yeah.
What was her debt? Like 60?
60,000.
But she was making $70,000.
Uh-huh.
You see, every time an article or something comes up online, and people on Twitter are notorious about this. People be like, "Oh snap! Me and my wife just find out how this couple were able to pay out $300,000." But then, like, you'll be reading the article or whatever, and people on Twitter will do this where they'll like go to the key paragraph, they'll screenshot it and just retweet the article and be like, "This is how," and it'll be like, "Step 1, they moved into their mother-in-law's $1 million condo. Step 2, they both sold off their Maseratis," and you're like, "Gosh, there it is." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, for
there's
her,
the secret.
It's just like, don't be an idiot, and then due to your range of income, you're going to have the money to pay it off.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, the average person makes, okay, if you're making minimum wage, that's like what, like $24,000 a year? Like, I'm waiting for the person who makes like 30, and does, pays off whatever debt. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, it's just less impressive.
Because if somebody like that, did the like 11 herbs and spices of Dave Ramsey's, whatever it is.
They're close. It's like, I feel like watching a lot of the Dave Ramsey testimonials, it's like watching like a 7-foot person dunk.
Yeah.
It's like, bet, dude. Cool. You had. Is that somebody's bit? Am I jacking somebody's bit? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But it's just one of those things like, dude, you got like, you had it all along.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see somebody 3 foot. No, no trampoline, eat the backboard. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go on.
Way to go. And what do you do for a living?
I am in sales for a pharmaceutical distribution company.
Good for you. Good for you. Great job.
big pharma.
Great income earning potential. A lot of hard work and a lot of travel, but you're killing it, huh?
I'm doing well.
Good for you. Yeah, that's really good coming out of the gate. I mean, most of you guys make up over 100, but usually takes a little longer than that. So you're obviously a rock star. Very well done.
You.
So what? You came out of school and this said, "I'm going to attack the debt." But what made you believe you could and should? Because
but I want to.
You just want to hear the scream.
Yeah,
don't you?
I want to hear
Hold
the
on.
scream.
We're gonna get to it. There's a lot of yip yapping.
Oh, he's got to fill time.
count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. I'm debt-free!
Way to go, way to go.
Pan to the awkward crowd.
Yeah, people are like, yay, we are financially in shambles.
Why does it look like that he does his show in a studio and then like he pans to a hotel lobby with a bunch of random people spaced out?
I don't know, man.
Well, the reason I was like, what? Is because when you said debt-free scream, I didn't imagine they screamed debt-free. I thought you meant to just go, ah! And I was like, is this a weird cult? And then I also think that if you work that hard and then you're in your head, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get to do the scream, and then you get there and you're like, I'm debt-free, I'm empty inside.
Or it's like I'm debt free. I've only eaten ramen noodles for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But am I for? Look. Here's one thing that I will say, is that I think what Dave Ramsey and a lot of his followers do, I think they give credit to a lot of,
Common sense.
To common sense. But then, like, if you didn't do it it's his way or no way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, I paid my way through college. My parents were not financially able to do that, and they told me. I feel like watching Dave Ramsey. I remember even after I watched after I sat through Boo, I went and talked to my dad, and I was like, hey, did you invest any money anywhere? And he was like, no. Like, you know, we invested in the kingdom of heaven, you know, no cheese.
Yeah.
But legit, like, we invested in, you know, in ministry.
Yeah. We invested in ministry. We did not invest in cheese.
We should have. But it's one of those things that, you know, as a now enlightened college student, I remember being devastated. Like, how could you? Like, you didn't. But then at the same time, like, I could trace everything to this podcast was all because, you know, I worked my way through college. Like, it did build character. So there is, like, a part of it. It's like, you know, do all the things right and you'll be successful. Or, you know what? Like, you know, don't do all the things right.
But don't cheat on Dave Ramsey with any other financial advisors.
Oh, that's my last tweet was Dave Ramsey is just homeschooled Gary V.
Yeah.
Which Gary
V is just fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. So here's the thing. I've worked with some and worked behind the camera with some like motivational people like that. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's all just it's an act.
Yeah,
it's an act. And I think the thing is, even like what Dave Ramsey does is like just finding you're finding that, I don't want to say weak people, but you know, what is it? There's a straight man, and then there's in comedy, there's like a buddy cop movie. You know,
but what is the other one called?
I don't know, like the funny man or whatever.
I guess.
Like the character. I feel like they're like the straight man, and they're just consistently trying to find, you know, even Gary Vee does his like Q&As. Just finding like somebody else, you know, so they could be like
Gary Vee clip. I've probably seen a couple, but the one recently is because it was sponsored, and I started watching it just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
And then it was him talking to this dude, and he was like, "Look, you're cute. You should be." I was like, "Oh, I don't want to brush over that." It was. It's like a 30-year-old black dude. He's like, "Look, you're a cute guy. You got."
Oh man, that's so funny.
I just thought it was out of character, but he's like, It's like you're modeling. He's like, what I want you to do is I want you to take the brands you want to work for and make an ad for them. Don't even reach out.
It's like, see what I'm saying? Like a lot of the. I like the idea of it'd be a fun character. It's like a motivational speaker who
low key hits on the people that.
But it's like who says a lot of right things, but sprinkles in a lot of bad things. Like, hey, I failed out of the 5th grade, but it's all about doing the best that you can do. And you're like, wait a second, go back to the part where you flunked basic grade.
There'll be bumps along the road. I smoke crack. It just keeps going.
Oh, it's so funny, man. Hey, you're cute.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a cute guy.
He said it so aggressively. You're cute.
Like the dude was like, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like, you find the people who, you find the people who are like, I don't know, basically who you can play off of to make you and what you have to say sound good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the whole game. So, like Dave Ramsey will never talk to somebody who's like, hey, I've got 3 kids and I'm working at Waffle House. Like, that's who I want to hear from. Like, if somebody like that knocks out debt, I'm like, okay, anybody can do it. But it's like, I work for Big Pharma and I make 70 up to 70, but I also made $100,000 a year. You're like, okay, you make 4 times the amount that the what is it called? I don't know. But also, we're not financial advisors.
No. And we're the worst people. Probably, I mean, at least I'm speaking for me. I'm definitely the worst person to take financial advice from.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, the only thing I have a budget for is Chinese food, which I don't even have that anymore.
Okay, here's the thing though.
Corona.
Corona. Did they really close?
Oh, well, I think
they
all the places around.
They do pick up though, right?
No, they don't.
They don't?
Yeah, because like we came in to pick up and they were like, yeah, we're not doing pickup starting tomorrow.
Dang.
Yeah,
that's
a while ago.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, here's one thing that I will say. I own a business, right? Mm-hmm. You and I are, you've known me for the past couple of years.
Every time we said that, we're like, is it?
Yeah,
technically, yes.
Taxes.
Kind of. It is.
I have a CPA.
Yeah.
You have a lawyer. I guess it's a business.
We don't wear suits and work in offices.
No. The business is Apple Notes.
Yeah.
Is Apple Notes
phone
and PayPal.
calls and texts and whatever else.
But here's the thing. I mean, like, okay, have I made some risky financial moves? Sure. And by risky, I mean just investing in music videos and stuff and content. But, you know, the craziest thing is it's paid off.
Yeah, I mean, as Dave Ramsey says, if you don't risk it, you don't get the biscuit, you know? He doesn't say that. Was that funny? I thought that was...
You're cute. Hey, look, listen. You got to risk it to get the biscuit. Come on. I say it all the time.
Sometimes I say things just thinking that you're going to hate it.
I don't know.
I'm like, oh, this is something that I think Shama would hate this. I'm going to say it and watch him like rail against me for the next 5 minutes.
So I started this bit. I've done it a couple of times, and it's made Deuteronomies, but it's misquoting Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the tweets today, but I was like, eat bananas with spots. Dave Ramsey probably.
It's like when no one's looking, reach in that water fountain. Dave Ramsey probably.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him later. Use single ply toilet paper. Dave Ramsey, maybe. I don't know.
No dishwasher, paper plates.
What's? I hate how much this is killing me right now. It's the Dave Ramsey probably. Oh man, hey guys, we're gonna make a post where you can just comment Dave Ramsey probablys this week. I think this is so funny. I mean, like it's just communicating. Because okay, Dave Ramsey's just like a person of merit, right?
We really spent a lot of time on Dave Ramsey.
But hey, he's a Christian figure, and you know he's in the church, and this is church stories. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Correct.
I just love the. But the thing is, bottom line, you know, I think it's reading the room. Mm-hmm. I think when I've met people who are bad with money. You know, I know people who are bad with money. I don't know. I think it's more of just like a heart thing than anything. I'm not saying like follow your heart, but I think every situation is very different. You know, Dave Ramsey offers blanketed advice, but I don't know. I think there are just some good guidelines to use. But
I mean, I haven't done.
Guys, let's do a crowdfund to get PD through FPOO. It's just at your local church on like a Tuesday night in like a fellowship hall. Hey man, look, that's my rant, dude. That's really all I had. Because I love hate Dave.
Is there somebody that I want to spend 20 minutes taking it down?
Was it really 20 minutes? Are you timing
The
me?
Muppets. I have a vendetta against the Muppets.
20 minutes on the Muppets. I don't know, man. How's the quarantine been going?
Fine. I don't know. I just want it to be over. We're at that stage where I was like, this is kind of cool. You know, I'm just watching TV. Then you watch TV and you watch TV and then you're like, I don't really want to watch TV anymore.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's I woke up the other day. And came to Grace like breakfast is ready, and I remember I just sat at the table and I was like, ugh. She was like, you look so defeated. And it was like 8 a.m. and I was like, darn.
Already.
There was no end in sight, no light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm just like, it was like, ugh.
Twitter's been great though.
Oh yeah. It's been a gold mine.
Somebody's like, now I know during the apocalypse, Twitter's going to be popping.
Oh man. I think my favorite tweets have been like when people say, the people who don't honor the stay-at-home orders are the same people who would hide their bites during a zombie attack. Which I'm like, man, what a trope to compare it to. I just thought that was so funny. Yeah, man. Hopefully it'll end soon.
Somebody who said they didn't even look forward to sleep anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, even sleep is boring now.
Man, there's been some great tweets.
Yeah.
Some pretty good TikToks too. Some okay TikToks. You on TikTok yet?
No. I just have trouble when I see like celebrities I respect.
Yeah.
Doing that stuff.
Andy Rourke, a local celebrity dentist in our area, and an improviser. He's hilarious. He put up on Facebook, I'm not bored enough for TikTok yet. And I just thought that was so funny. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I mean, same. Yeah, there is something about like, I feel like I said the past. Okay, so I've been in video professionally since the end of 2016, and I've been on the go a lot. And I've always said I just wish I had more time. I just need more time. Like, I didn't sleep a lot, I traveled a ton. I just need more time. Now
you got
all
it.
I had, yeah, yeah, I got it. So now it's kind of like, darn. I'm like just walking through my house. I'm like, oh, this is the way my house looks at 2 p.m.
I saw another person.
Didn't know that.
They were like, now I can never lie to myself anymore because you had all these ideas for what you were gonna do with all the free time, and now you're forced to have it,
right?
And you don't want it,
dude. This is gonna be so crazy looking back on this because and I'm glad that we're like recording a lot of our thoughts. It's almost like a little audio diary, if you will.
Yeah. I didn't read this. I listened to a podcast. I cannot remember the scientist's name, but she said the mechanism for desire and then the mechanism that like feels good once you have the thing are completely different, or the mechanism that like actually wants it.
Yeah.
So then like you work for it because you think you want it, you get it, and then it's kind of like that with all the free time. Like you think about how much you want free time all the time, and then you get it, and you're like, oh, I have it, and this isn't enough. Like
yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Man, it is weird. Yeah. I feel like, once everything kind of picks back up, I think we're all going to look back and be like, man, the government really asked us to just stay home.
Yeah.
Like, we really just had like one order that was just like, stay home. Stay home, wear a mask, wear gloves, wash your hands.
This podcast is going to be a lot of quoting tweets now because we're on Twitter so much. Somebody's like, I cannot believe the government is requiring me to only go eat fast food right now.
Oh, man. Man, there's just something about somebody boiling down a thought into just like a sentence or two that is just so funny to me.
Yeah.
That's one-liners, right? Man, it's been a good show.
Yep.
Got a praise report?
All things considered, no. I'm just kidding.
No?
I mean, I've got beef jerky and chocolate at my house. That's my praise report.
Yeah, that sounds good. I have neither. No, I do get some Slim Jims.
Nice.
Compliments of Nate Perry.
He sent a Slim Jim care package over?
Yeah, he did. A Slim Jim care package and also Iron Giant on DVD. A Lego set that I built on my desk the other day.
Nice.
It's really, really fun. This right here. It's a little spaceship Lego. Had a ton of fun making it. Built a Lego since I was a child.
Did you cry?
Dude, I mean, maybe.
I just keep thinking about the trailer for the Lego show where the people were like breaking down.
I can't believe that I did it. What's my praise report, man? I don't know, man. I've just been watching a lot of documentaries. Really enjoyed them.
I've been
Really
just
good.
getting through podcasts.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, hopefully people listen to our podcast, Church Stories, everybody. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Well, do you want to know like the level of boredom that I've reached too? While I was on the exercise bike, the WWE game lets you have like your own company. Like you get to like decide all the matches and stuff. Yeah. So I've just been like, having my own fake wrestling company while I ride an exercise bike.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, exercise bikes and phones. On your phone?
Oh, no, it's on the TV.
Oh. Hey, that's next level.
Yeah, dude. I'm my top feud right now. Kenny Omega, Matt Hardy. It's good stuff. It's
wow.
Yeah. I need to get outside more.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Hey, I don't know. I feel like I said it before, but I've just been making a lot of promises that I hope I can keep after all this is over.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, man, after this, man,
wanna do.
I'm going everywhere, man. We're going on tour. We're taking Church Stories on the road, man. We're just doing. And I'm like,
we're taking it to your house.
Come on, we're coming. I mean, like, after this is over, man, like, we're doing a podcast, like, in your living room, bro. No mics. We're just chatting, just us and you, bro.
Families of 4 and up.
No money, dude. We'll bring us our own selves out. But, no, I don't know. I told somebody earlier, like, man, it's going to be the biggest holidays when they lift quarantine.
Yeah.
It's the day they say, we're back, baby.
We got to wait it out because you don't want to be in the crowd of people who are all excited to be out. You need to wait a couple weeks when those people are tired of being out. Then you go out.
But I think, like, you're not accounting for group mind. We're all inside. So once they let us out, like I feel like it's gonna be shoulder to shoulder, and then hopefully we don't cycle back through COVID-19
so
again.
I want to let everybody work out their freedom excitement and
First,
then I'll have it
Yeah.
when they're not there.
It's like a new restaurant when it opens up. You got to let everybody
Yeah.
kind of eat there, and then afterwards you're like, "What's up? What do y'all do? Heroes?"
It's like whenever a Chick-fil-A opens up and the
Yeah.
line is like out
My gosh.
across, like double wrapped.
Hey, this is crazy. Do you remember when Cookout in Cherrydale opened for the first time?
Yeah.
Dude,
Big deal.
it was a huge deal. Huge deal. I remember going there for lunch one day when I was at school. I drove there with some friends. I'm talking like a 30, 40 person line wrapped up around the building. And
Constantly.
I'm like, is this worth the hype? And it's worth the hype. Had Cookout the other night. Worth the hype. Still is. Hush Puppies and a milkshake. Smooth. Dip those Hush Puppies in milkshakes, baby. Hey, you're a cute guy. Go to Cookout. Get some milkshakes, some Hush Puppies. Try something new.
Go to Cookout. Find your girlfriend. I don't know if that works for everybody.
Yeah. Wait, what did she say? Yeah, you got to risk it for the biscuit. Like Dave Ramsey said.
Risk it for the
That
milkshake.
killed me, man. That killed me. I feel like I'm going to watch that and be like, man, was that really that funny?
No, I was thinking that while
was
you were
so
laughing. Like, that's not that funny.
Like, if we came to find out that Dave Ramsey actually came up with that quote, man, I'd laugh the rest of my life. Hey, this has been good. Hey, this is, I don't know, man. I'll see you next week, dude. Like I said, we're trying to, like, revamp the pod. New setup, new stuff.
Unless we're like literally forced in our houses at gunpoint, is that outside of the? I'm just kidding. It's not gonna happen.
What?
But I mean, like forced inside our houses. That they're like people with machine guns on our streets. And like, what? South Korea has these bans that they put on people's arms if they go out. Like if they violate the stay home order. I think I read that on Reddit. Could be false. Just gonna put that out there. I did not click on the article.
Well, I read. Like in Israel, some people got a text, like a government, like a government notification or whatever.
Yeah, we all did.
And then so like individual people be like, "Hey, you came in contact with somebody with COVID-19. Please self-quarantine." Yeah. So I think it's just like the trackers or whatever. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Android and iOS are doing like a tracker thing, but it's through Bluetooth. It's not through like towers or whatever. Mm-hmm. So people think that'll be a lot better. But, I mean, ultimately, just be pinging phone to phone. So if you do come in contact with somebody who has COVID-19, they'll be like, yeah, what's up? Hey, dog, wash your hands. Maybe shower. I don't know. Use single-ply toilet paper. Dave Ramsey's in charge of all the COVID-19 notifications. Knock out your debt. What's good?
Yeah. If you don't have
do
toilet
a little
paper,
debt-free screen.
Use a banana peel.
Eat bananas with spots. You wipe with banana peel with spots.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey, maybe? We don't know. This has been good, though.
Yeah.
It's a free podcast.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how good or bad the podcast is, we just got to end it. We just got to remind people of the free podcast.
Yep.
That's it. Hey, this has been Church Stories.
And you've been at home. Hopefully.
Still.
Yeah.
Be sad.
Is that how we're going to end?
No, I'm sorry.
No, I want to end like this.
Yeah.
Wait, say it again.
This has been Church Stories.
And you've been awesome.
I'm blown. I'm sorry. That's 2 bits.
Judgment.
This is the 2 back-to-back bits.